Today, I'm going to be giving a tour of this tiny little women's watch with an SEM that we spent all of spring semester restoring, and it now works pretty well. Okay, the vacuum is stabilized, green lamp is on, turn the current on, emission, slowly bring it up. So, oh, we've got something. A little bit of noise going on. I'll try and fix that. Oh, here we go. Watch. It'll be very slow when I move this around because it's literally just sitting on top of the stage. It's not attached to any sort of holder at all. Alright, so here. Oh wow, look at that. So, this watch apparently has a 60 hertz crystal in it. Video is getting captured at 60 frames a second, which is phenomenal, so you can see all the stuff going. It's actually a little bit clearer on the monitor. There should be a little bit of lag on the phone's video, but you can see all the little actions of the watch back there. If I can zoom in just a little bit, there we go. I'm hoping that you can see this hammer that's clicking. Try and focus in a little bit. Don't want that. That's worse. There we go. That's a little bit better. So I know it's noisy on the phone, but at any rate, you can see the hammer right here, clicking and unclicking as this gear is going. I'm gonna see if I can tilt this. Hopefully the whole watch doesn't fall off. That would really not be fun. No, looks like it's gonna stay on there. It's gonna cooperate. There we go. That's much brighter. Now the brightness is increasing because as I'm tilting this, it's actually getting the and the watch just moved. It's actually getting the sample closer to the beam and increasing or decreasing our working distance, making it a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna mess with the condenser a little bit, see if. No, I don't like that. Yeah, okay. Condenser's in a good spot. It's as bright as we're gonna get. Contrast. It's in a good spot. So everything's pretty good right now. I want to get as close as possible to that action down there. I'm not sure if you can see this just oscillating back and forth. So zoom in once, twice, put down twice here. Oh yeah, I can barely see it on the scope. I'm not sure if you can see it on the phone at all. I'll try messing with the contrast a little bit, maybe upping the. No, that's not. Yeah, it's not terrible. You can barely, and I can barely see on the scope, this swinging back and forth. It looks like, going this way. I can't tell if this is a gear. This looks like there's another smaller gear. Yeah, okay, so this one that's turning very slowly has something underneath it that is oscillating back and forth, and yeah, you can barely see it on the phone, but I assume would be like a second hand, judging on how fast it's moving. Yeah, you can see that arm of the gear moving very slowly. It should come up to meet my finger right here eventually. Yeah, it's already closing the gap. I'm not going to go through the process of changing a sample, so this is right after I've done a little tour of the watch. What you want to do first, slowly turn the emission current all the way down. You will lose your picture, totally fine. Operation off. And then the most important step right here is switching this knob to the one position, and that means everything is going to be shut off from everything else inside the chambers. So this is going to be separate from everything else. I can pull this little vent right here, and that puts this at atmosphere, and I can now pull this out and change the sample. Here are all the different samples. I tried mounting it on one of these sample holders at first, but it was just too tall for the scope. It's a very small scope. Yeah, that wasn't too terrible of a process. And here's just the stage, one more view for you. Turning this knob is Y, turning this knob is X, and you just physically tilt this thing to tilt it back and forth on the scope.